lovely listeners. This is another beautiful Friday, and this is Radio Oriole. My name is Nimat, and this is my show. The director of this program is Mr. Jack, and our technician today is Mr. Abeton. So, I have my lovely guest with me today. At my right hand side, I have Mrs. Let's introduce yourself, ma'am.
I'm Miss Ramatu Oyawole from Radio Lome.
And at my left hand side, I have Mr.
My name is Ambassador Olatunde Elitiofe from Small FM.
Thank you very much for attending my show. Thank you very much. You are very welcome. So, before I proceed, you guys know my show. This is a talk show. I talk about a lot of different things. So, today we are going to be talking about child abuse. So, Miss Ramatu, what is child abuse?
Okay, thank you. Good evening to all our viewers once again, depending on the time that you are watching us. It can be in the afternoon, it can be in the morning. And we give glory to the Almighty Father for giving us the gift of life and the opportunity to witness today as Friday. And may today not be the last Friday for us.
Amen.
Thank you very much indeed. Your question says, what is child abuse? First of all, let us ask ourselves, what is a child? A child is a gift from God that is being given to a couple, married or not married. And a child is a blessing to all couples. Not that those couples who have not yet had a child are not blessed. They are also blessed. And now, abuse. Abuse is doing something to somebody that the person dislike, or you do something to someone to hurt somebody. You know very well that that person did not like that thing and you are doing it. This an abuse. It can be a child or an elderly person. And now you say child abuse. Child abuse has so many different types. We have physical, we have psychological, we have emotional. So with physical child abuse, like beating, preventing the child from doing from what you're supposed to give to that child, insulting, and all sort of things. And therefore, child abuse can be something that will register into the memory of that child for his or her life, and it's very dangerous, especially when the child is young, very small, like from 5 years to 11 or to 12 years. When you offend those children, I bet you, if that child did not try to be somebody fearing God, you, that elderly person that offend that child, you will forget that maybe you've done something to this child once, but later in future, that girl or that boy will pay you back. So I'll stop there for now.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. She has talked about what child abuse is. She has enlightened us more about child abuse. So, Mr. Ambassador, so what do you think causes child abuse?
Thank you very much, my host, Nemot. And I'm also great, Madam Oyawole. She's here with us today. What you have just asked me is the causes of child abuse.
Yeah.
When we are talking about child abuse, Madam Oyawole have already given us a lot of definition about that. But the causes of it is something that in Africa, I can say most of us, we don't know it. Because when you look at Africa, from the beginning of our life, child abuse is what is with us. Because if you have a child of tender age, about 5 years old, and you ask that child to go to farm with you to start cultivate, our father doesn't know that the child abuse have already started from that time. So we have been looking at it as if they are helping the child to grow somehow. But it's child abuse. Child abuse because that child will not have time to play as a child, to do something as a child. So you just started growing as a man, as an elderly person. So in Africa, a lot of things causes child abuse that we don't know. And also in African religion, I'm not talking about Islam or Christian. I'm still talking about the African religion. A lot of child abuse is also there also because you see a child that we tell that child to be in a masquerade. You see a small child of masquerade. Before they can put that child there, that child will go to a lot of different things as an elderly man. So, and all those things cause child abuse, and we don't know that it is caused in a religion also. Islam, maybe it's Christian, is there also. But child abuse in Africa, we are all go through it and we don't know the causes of it. We just believe that's where God created us and that's why we are going to be. So it is now that we should find a way of get out of it.
Thank you very much. Mrs. Oyawale,
Yes,
as
my
he has
host.
said, he said, most of us, or all of us, go through this child abuse even when we don't know it. Please tell us more about it.
What Mr. Letiofe said is right. Child abuse has been in existence before we are born. You know, child abuse is asking a child to do something that he or she doesn't have the capacity of doing. But because of fear, it is my parent that asked me to accompany him or her to the farm. I have to go. It's a child abuse. Maybe when you get to the farm, you start hoeing or you start going to look for firewood. Maybe there might be a firewood among those firewood that is heavy and that child cannot carry it. But because you say you have to carry it, he or she will be forced to do that. That thing too is child abuse. Preventing a child from his or her rights is child abuse. Preventing a child from going to school is child abuse. Starving a child is child abuse. Preventing the child from going to play with his or her mates is child abuse, because there is a saying that says, all work, no play, make Jack a dull boy. And all playing, no work also make Jack a dull boy. So we have to, what I think we cannot stop child abuse. It has been in existence before we are born. The only thing we will do is that through awareness, giving awareness on the radio, at the marketplaces, churches, mosques, and organizing symposium, we talk about it, and the children will demonstrate. Those who are going through child abuse, you may invite them. Maybe some of them may not be able to come because those that are doing the abuse on them, they are still alive. They will not be able to come. But we can look for children, do a sketch, and show the consequences to somebody who has been abused. That child mentally, if he or she did not have somebody to take him or her nearer to that person, talking to him or her often and often, that child mentally cannot be correct unless that child sees a psychologist or somebody who will be talking to him or her often and often. This is life. Don't take this serious. You've passed through all this. You have to forgive and forget and all those things. That is why I say churches and mosques, they will also come in that forgiveness is there. When somebody offends you, try to forgive so that you too, the Almighty Father, will forgive us our sin.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Ambassador. So, how can we recognize if a child is being abused? Like, what are the signs you see in a child and you notice that no, I think this child is being abused. There are some things that are like different in this child that I feel like I think this child is being abused. What do you think are the signs?
Yes, we have a lot of signs. Thank you very much, my moderator. We have a lot of signs that we can see from child being abused, especially the ladies, the young ones. You see, when you see a child that is always fear, you look the child in the eyes. The child is not loving. It's always be frown every time. Just try and take note of that child. And again, when you see this child, see somebody and started running, you say, "Oh, what is wrong with you? Come on, please." And he started running. Just try and look at that child, maybe because especially the young girls, because they used to always abuse young girls more than a boy. So when you see a young girl started afraid of somebody or crying most of the time, or when you touch that girl and say, "Oh, don't touch me, leave me," just be trying to know that this girl is being abused somewhere somehow. Or sometimes when the girl always be happy when somebody is not around, and when that person come and that the girl or the boy sitting somewhere without playing anymore, you should know that maybe he fed that person. Because sometimes we used to abuse a child by sometimes ash too much on that child, and when that person come, the child see that person, "Hey, papa is coming, or my brother is coming, you beat me today." That person will start, and if you are not around, he is playing or she is playing, but when you are coming, she will not play anymore. So you should know that that person is being abused, and you that the guy or the girl is afraid, you will think that you are doing a good thing, you are putting that child on the right way, and you don't know that you are trying to abuse the child right. So you should always be, when a child is playing, when you are there, it is when you be started correcting the child. Oh, don't do this, don't do that. You cannot correct a child by arch on that child, or by making the child to fear you. So when you make a child to fear you, you already abuse the child. So we should be always be looking at the child when the child is fearing you, or when you are coming, or when somebody is coming and child started going to hide. And also the child girls, that also, that is where the problem is, because they will not talk, but you will be seeing them shivering from their eyes. But today we don't even look at that. So that's what we need to be taking it.
Thank you very much, Ambassador. Thank you very much. And another question goes to you, ma'am. How can we help a child that is being abused?
Thank you very much indeed. How can we help a child that is being abused? First of all, we have to call the two parties. Call the parents or the guardian and ask them what is happening. After hearing from him or her, now you go to the child. Are you proving stubborn? What is happening? So when the girl or the boy told you about what is happening in the house, first of all, you try to let that child know that if you are being sent on an errand to go and buy something or to go and do something, you come back with the change, which is lesser than what you're supposed to give to your parents, they are going to beat you. That is not child abuse. If you lie, they will beat you. That is not child abuse. If you lie stealing, you will be beaten. That is not child abuse. And after finishing with the child, you now go to the parents. Especially we women, we are fond of abusing children. You not know that they are the one that carried this child in their stomach for 9 months. And women used to abuse children too much. Some men used to do, but women used to do. Especially when you went to marry somebody who has been divorced from the woman that had those children with him. And now you came in. That boy will be the one to get up early in the morning, do the house chores, the washing of the plates, sweeping, and doing a lot of things. All those things are child abuse. Whereas maybe that woman's children too are there. It is the child of the rival that will be doing all those things. You try to talk to the mother or you talk to the father in a polite way, because talking to somebody is easy. But using that thing that you tell him or her in practice, that is the most important thing. Therefore, we have to have a fear of God in us. Don't say that this child is not my child. I will not take good care of him or her. You don't know tomorrow. What tomorrow holds for us, nobody knows it. So we have to take all children like our own child. Give them the same treatment. When you are in the kitchen cooking, you have your timetable. The children too have their timetable. Call all of them. Be watching. Don't say this one is a boy, that he's not needed in the kitchen. No, he's also needed in the kitchen. Whereas the girl too is also needed in the kitchen. Therefore, you talk to the two parties and try to calm tensions down. And if really that person has a fear of God, he or she will surely change. And therefore, but calling the two of them together, asking what's happened, no, it doesn't show any politeness. You call the parents, ask the parents, then you talk to the parent where the parent went wrong, and after, you call the child too. What you are passing through, you might thought is an abuse, but they are teaching you to be on your own tomorrow, so that in future, you can also stand on your feet and do whatever is supposed of you to do. And especially ladies, you can have 1001 diploma over there. If you lack house knowledge, it's zero. It's zero. To get to a man's heart is through his stomach. By cooking a good food, taking care of your house, taking care of yourself, and taking care of your children. That will make your husband to be with you in the house always. And therefore, child abuse is not anything that is good. It's not good at all. When some people are abused, if they don't get somebody to talk to them very well throughout their life, they will be miserable. Not that they don't have money, but psychologically inside their mind, they are perplexed. They are confused. When they see somebody coming, they will be shivering. As my brother have just said, when you are asking them questions to answer you, that person will just be saying, will telling you something that It's out of what you are asking him or her, because that fear have been registered into his or her memory. And therefore, my advice to parents is that we should take all children like our own child. And children too, they have to know their obligations that they're supposed to do. Whether that person is your mother or is your stepmother, as a child, you need to respect everybody that is at the age of your mother or at the age of your father. With that, and with God fearing in us, we can try to reduce child abuse, but we cannot totally eradicate it from the system. It will still be there. It has been there before we were born, and it will still be there through awareness and through talking on the radio. As I said earlier on, churches, mosques, it can calm down small. So I stop there for a while.
Thank you very much, Miss Oyawale. Mr. Ambassador, she mentioned something the other time. She said women, they cause this child abuse more than men. Is it true?
Yeah, thank you very much. What Mrs. Oyawale have just said is true. You know, what women causes in this life, we cannot count it. Because if you want to make this world to be more efficient, to be more good, just educate one woman. And when you educate one woman, every community, every country, every village will be educated. You see, a lot of women always always try to protect their own child. So when you see a woman, he protect his own child, he don't want to know what is happening to other child. They are the beginning of the child abuse. They are the one causes. They are the one started it. The woman caused all of these things. They are the one they started it, and I don't know how can we stop this because especially in Africa, especially in Africa we are today, a lot of women they are very wicked. I will not say some, most of the women they are wicked because when a woman have a own child, his own child, and his own child is doing a carpenter or is doing a mechanic, and he just been bringing a little money coming home, and this woman will say, you are a carpenter. You don't see the child of Mr. Lagbaja. He is a lawyer, he is a doctor. See the house they build. You cannot do something, you are lazy. And they will force this child to go and commit crime. And that's where it started. If if a woman is a mother, they used to force their own child to commit one or two bad things so that they can put a good thing on the table for them as a mother. Because a woman like to be feel arrogant, to use their own child. So this is my child. Look at my child. He has money. He has this. He has that. That's all what the woman like. And again, as a wife now, when you see a wife and you see his husband up on a motorcycle, you say, "Oh, you're not a good husband." Look at the husband of Mr. Lagbaja. He has a car, he has a house, and we are here living in a one room. I cannot take that anymore. If you cannot find a way, and that man will go to a length so that he want to satisfy his wife. He can kill somebody, he can do bad thing just to bring money to the table so that his wife can be looking good. So, as Madam Oyaola have just said, what woman causes in this world, I don't know if I can count it. I cannot count it. They are the foundation of evil, but they are the foundation of child abuse because a lot of women doesn't know that the child that you are telling his own child, because you cannot say because I'm a growing man now and I have a mother, I'm still a child. If my mother is still living, I'm still a child. My mother can still force me to go and do what is not good so that I want to make her happy. So thereby, a child abuse, I don't know if it can stop, but if child abuse can stop, we need to educate our women, our wives. That's the only way we can stop the child abuse. Child abuse still going, even if you are still grow old, child abuse is still going on. So thereby, child abuse is from our women. They are the one who can stop this if they wish to do so.
Oh, thank you very much, Ambassador. Do you know what I think? I think it's because our forefathers, our mothers that has been in the past, like the first generations and all the past generations, it's because of what they faced. The way their mother treated them, they want to treat their own children like that. The children will treat their own children like that. Then it's passing from generation to generation to generation. But now, we are in the modern days. The world is civilized. The parent, they have to overlook the way they are being treated in the past.
Of course.
But I think this parent, they don't want to overlook it. The mothers, they'll be like, why can't you do this? When I was young, my mother asked me to do this. That is what all mothers used to do. I bet you this one is not something. Like every mother, if they want to ask their child to do something, and the child is like, mom, let's do it another way. They'll be like, when me I was young, I dare not to speak back to my mother. But now we have the right to respond back to our mother. It's not in a rude way.
Yeah.
But we have the right to correct them and be like, oh mother, this is okay, I agree with you. But why can't we just take it this way? But our parents don't want to listen to that. They'll be like, oh, when me I was young, my grandmother didn't teach my mother like that. My mother didn't teach me like that. I don't want to teach me like that. So that is what we are going through in this world. Our parents need to overlook some things that have happened to them so we can grow, so that the knowledge they want to impact towards will not affect us and will not affect our own children. I think this is where we can start preventing this child abuse. If everyone start doing that, start overlooking their past and just move on, treat their children like their own children, because parents doesn't treat them, even their own biological children, they'll treat them like slaves. So our parents should overlook the way they were being treated and treat their children nicely, loving, caring, and understanding. And they should be ready to listen to advice from their children, because a lot of parents don't want to listen to advice from their children. They'll be like they are too young to advise them, and which is not so. They were like, I don't really know how the proverb goes, but I'm very sure. Let me just say it somehow. But they said sometimes it is not all the old people that are wise. Even younger ones are wiser than the older ones, even if they were experienced. So it is not like we can't advise our parents, we can't actually correct them. But some parents, some mothers, they don't want to listen to that. They want to be pompous. They want to be arrogant. To be like, oh, I'm above all. I gave birth to you. I fed you. I was pregnant with you for 9 months and blah, blah, blah. Are they forgotten that if we too we get to that position, we will treat our own children like that too? Because that is the same thing they've imparted to us. And which is not supposed to be so. Okay, let me move to the next question. I'm coming back.
It's true, we make a better day, just you and me. All right, let me hear it. We are the one. That we are the children.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh, Miss Oyawale, our next question. What role does education play in preventing child abuse?
Thank you very much indeed. What role did education play in preventing child abuse? Education plays a lot of roles. Like what we are doing now is like educating program and giving awareness. When the child is educated, he or she knows what is right and what is wrong. Not when somebody is not educated, that person does not know what is right or what is wrong. But with education, you know this is your right. You know in every country we have a law that we abide by. When a child offends and that child is being sent to police station, the people over there know children's rights and their obligation towards their parents. And they know parents' obligation towards their children too. And by giving awareness, like what we are doing, we are educating the public about what child abuse is. It plays a very big role because you listen to it on radio, you watch it on the television, maybe they do it through sketch and all those things. When you get home, even if you are fond of abusing your child or your rival's children, you may sit down one day and think about what you've been doing and said, no, I have to stop. And because of that, education is very, very important. And it plays a vital role in curbing child abuse for we, the Africans. The olden days has passed. The way we have been brought up, we cannot bring up our children like that. If you do that, you are going to be arrested. So education plays a vital role in about talking of child abuse because the child goes to school, they teach them, this is what you're supposed to do. When you wake up in the morning, you say your morning prayer. After morning prayer, you do your house duty. You go to your parents. Mommy, good morning. Daddy, good morning. What else have I to do in the house? I'm getting ready to go to school. and all those moral and civic education, they have been taught in school. And the same thing will be done in the house too. So education plays a very, very big role in talking about child abuse. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Yawale. Mr. Ambassador, how can we report suspected child abuse?
Thank you very much. This is a very difficult question. To report a child abuse is something that is very difficult, especially in Africa, because you are not be a neighbor to someone, and you see someone beat his own child, and you go to the police station and report that person. I don't think so. If you can be friends for forever in that area, but the only way that I can think you can do that is if you see a father or a mother that is being abused his own child, because that is happening a lot, as you have just said, that a lot of mothers, a lot of fathers, a lot of parents usually or used to do the way our forefather have been doing. This is how my father treated me. This is how my mother brought me up, and that's how I'm going to brought you up also. And if somebody sees that, maybe you are living with that person, when you play with that person and that person reviews, so don't even say anything. Just go out, call somebody in the neighborhood to come and plead on behalf of that child. Because if something happened to that child and you are there, you are also a criminal. So you call somebody outside to come and plead on behalf of that child. And if the parent is insisting, so you can sneak out to police station, because something like this is happening, whereby a woman binding tied
The child with a
tied
rope.
with a rope with a chain, and he also put padlock.
Heartless woman.
He put padlock on it, and it's something like this has been happening for so many times. Maybe the people around that woman is not saying anything, and he just tied the chair down with a rope and go out. Maybe think the child will die from night to the other day. So if something like this happen, for you that you want to go and report, you should be careful a lot. If not so, they will implicate that person. And again, here in Africa, I don't know, maybe our policemen, policewomen, our security officers, they are not well trained, because sometimes if you go to police station and report the criminal, you that go there and report the criminal, the police will tell the criminal that it is you that come and report to them. That's why most of the people, we know that we know criminal in our area, but you cannot go and report that criminal. We know many people who are abusing a child. We cannot go. We know many people who have a housemaid that is being abused, but we cannot go and report. But because when you go there, the person will ask the policeman or policewoman who bring his own case here, and police will say, okay, to be assured for an evidence, and they will call that person. It is this man who say you are doing this. It is this person who. But the only way that I can think you can avoid that is that today we have our own telephone as a proof, as an evidence. When you see something like that, just go somewhere and started filming that thing.
You record it
You
down.
record it down. When you record it, just give it to police, and you stay out of it. If that man or that woman still insisting that he is not abuse a child, they will show it to that person. So that's where I think we can do it, just to get out of the way of being implicated into that situation.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Ambassador. But do you know that especially if the person is wealthy, if the person that is abusing someone, they have power, people will be so afraid to report the abuse. They can't even go to the police station because the police self, if the person, if the wealthy person come, they'll just be like, just erase this case, take money, and the police will just be like, thank you very much. They'll put it inside their pocket and they'll just close the case, and it will go like that, and the abuse will keep continuing. But what I think is that we have social media now. Social media is worldwide. Everyone will see it, even abroad, worldwide. So when you record it, you can just post it. If you post it, because if you post it and if anything happens to you, people will know that the person that did something to you is the person that abused the child that you reported. So
Yes.
people will fight for you. But when you take the video to the police, they have hand with these people, these wealthy people. They have connections with them. They will just erase the
Not all
video.
of them.
Most of
Not
them,
all of
because
them.
most policemen are corrupt.
Not all of them are
Not all of them.
corrupt.
Yes, I'm very, very sure of that. But most of them are corrupt now. Most of them, they want money. Like, you understand now? Money, money, money. I want to be wealthy. Like, I want to be close to this rich person. They will be helping me all the time if I need something. Because most of them, they feel like the salary they are paying them is not enough for them. The government are not paying them very well, and so they just want to have a means of getting money, small, small from people. They'll be collecting bribes. So I think when you get this video like that, you just post it on internet and tell people that if anything happens to me, it is this so person that did it to me. So the person will even be afraid, because people are more afraid of
Social
the
media.
of social media. Exactly, people are afraid of social media than anybody else. They, if their matter get to social media, they'll be afraid that yeah, I'm done. People have already know me. People that love me, people that care about me, people that are looking up to me. They've already know my secrets. So they'll be scared. They will flee out of the country. They will disappear. People will not even hear about them again. And they will stop it because they don't want their reputation to be ruined again. So I think if they record something like that, they should just post it on social media straight away. That is the best thing to do. Thank you very much.
But as best thing to do, I don't know if Madam Oyawole accept it, but to me, I don't. I partially accept, because to put something like that on social media, if that person have a good lawyer, they'll just say, you want to state their name, you want to. They know how to change.
Yeah, this is the word. It's
So
corrupt. That's what.
they know how to change, because we have seen whereby somebody kill another person or somebody abuse a child, and at the end of the day they accuse the person that they put that video on social media.
It's because the word is corrupt. Because people will
No,
be at the back of the person.
not because the word is corrupt. The problem is that, you see, before you can put something on social media, not everything that you just see you just put it on social media. No,
There are
there are
regulations.
there are regulations.
Yeah, sure.
There are something that you put on social media
It
that will
can
affect you.
create, yeah, it can create a problem for you yourself. Whereas you are trying to report something to the nation or to all people on the social media, but you have to do it with, I don't know what to say. If you before putting anything on social media, even it's not advisable. Something like that to be put on social media. First of all, when somebody goes there and do a research, they will know exactly that person that posted that thing.
Yes.
That
Yes, they
is
will.
one. So when you go to the police station, I feel that is the right thing. Whether they are corrupt or they are not corrupt, they will do their job. They will do their job. And before they will do their job, they will start doing investigation about that child and about that family. And with time to come, they will by all means get rid of all those people who are doing those things. So I prefer they go to the police station instead of the social media.
Yeah, you're right. I agree with the both of you. But you know, in our own generation, we believe in social medias because that is what is trending now. Everything we post on social medias, people believe it.
But
But
not
something
all those things that have been posted on social
That-
media
media
are
is
true.
real.
Are
Yes,
true.
that's what I wanted to say. Like
Not
Especially,
every
now,
especially,
now
what,
that
especially
AI
what the
is like,
AI is doing now.
yes, now
Uh-huh.
AI is outside and we can just bring up something and create something that looks real and just put it on social media and people
They
will be
take
like,
your picture,
yeah,
put another person's head on it, then with
exactly.
computer, then they see you talking, they see you
Exactly.
walking, whereas you are not the one.
Yes.
You see, social media is good, but people are using it for bad things.
For bad thing,
Yeah,
especially in
that's-
Africa.
Yes.
We in Africa here, as the way you use social media, I don't know. You see the Chinese, they put the technology on social media, the way they are doing something, doing playing, doing everything. But here in Africa, we see our ladies dancing, look. So
It's
the
not
way we are
fine.
using social media in Africa
It's
is not
not
good.
fine. Social
So,
media is good, but
Social
it
media is
depends
really,
on how
really good, yeah.
people are using it.
but now in Africa, we are also using social media to destroy the life of our child. That's where the child abuse is also is. Because in Africa, the way we are using social media with our child, I don't think it's okay. You see a child of 5, 6, 7 years old holding telephone in TikTok. You don't know what is looking in that video in the
Yeah.
TikTok. And you see the Europeans, the Westerns, before they know what a child can look in a social media. They have a child side in social media.
Of
But
course.
in Africa here, a child can go to any length in social media,
Yes.
and it's child abuse. So we are still continuing the child abuse. Even the television, the Europeans, they know where how to lock television
Some channels.
for some channels for the child.
Yeah,
But
not to
they are
watch.
not. But here in Africa, everything is open. So I don't know how we
And
can stop channels.
with awareness and all these things like we are doing, it's also educating the whole nation.
Yes.
And the rest lies with the parents. We have to be talking to our children. Put the fear of God inside them. You know you have time. There's more sleep after death. This thing, not now. This one, not now. And all sort of things. So with that, the child knows that at the moment I'm going to school. I have my education in front of me. After my education, you can do whatever you want. But I'm sure with the social media too, there are some websites. If a child wants to go there, they put the age over there. If you are not of this age, don't watch this film. If you are not of this age, don't watch this cartoon and all those things. And if that child will respect it, it will be good. And when we buy this Android for our children, there is a certain thing inside it. The films and all those things that your child are doing, you can monitor them wherever you are.
Yes.
That one too can be done. So with that, we can try to at least reduce all these abuses on the social media.
Yeah,
I hope
thank
we
you
can
very
do
much.
that
I
also.
think that's very good. Social media has a good side and bad side.
Yes.
It's actually good for children, but it's just that the bad side, the
need to regulate
negative,
it.
yes, the
Yes.
negative side is actually more than the positive side,
course.
and it affects children
Of
as they are
course.
growing. So, and something again, sexual abuse is actually rampant. It has been from generations to generations to generations, and I don't think this sexual abuse can stop because it's keep increasing. Well, in some countries they are trying, but I don't think this sexual abuse can ever be eradicated.
It can be eradicated. First of all, we, the parent, need to educate our children, especially our female children. Indecent dressing provoke men. Indecent dressing provoke men. You know, you can see a man have a very beautiful wife in the house. But excuse me to say, when he goes out and he sees another person, he can be tempted. So a lot of this sexual abuse comes from the female themselves. Dressing in a provocative dress, a dress to provoke men. There are some people who are like that, but there are some people they are not like that. It's vice versa. And there are some men, no matter how their wife satisfies them in the house, when they go out, they still look elsewhere. So what I feel we can do is that each and everyone must be a master of his or herself. Know what you have and know what you are aiming at. You know, if you have a child at home and the child is dressing indecently and you don't tame that child, talk to her. Look, the way you are dressing is not fine. You see a 10-year-old girl now like a 15-year-old girl, or a 20-year-old girl like a 40-year-old girl. They have their breasts, their buttocks, everything is coming out. So it is you, especially the mother, you need to talk to your child. For you not to be abused by any man, you have to dress decently. Dress like somebody who is from a responsible family. Dress like somebody who had a good training. Dress like somebody who is well trained and well educated. And with that, we can reduce sexual abuse. And to men too, no matter how, whatever those girls are wearing, there is a case that is trending now of that sexual abuse. That man is in some place now that I don't want to mention. A lady provoked that person, and that person too, one thing led to the another thing, and they were in another generation. And that man is in the soup now. So sexual abuse can be stopped if really women try to dress decently. So I stop there for me.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I know you wanted to say something.
Well, I just want to add and minus from what Madam Oyaola just said.
Yeah.
Uh, Madam Oyaola just said that to be dressed well for a woman is something that is very good. But yes, but sometimes we have to talk to our boys, our man, to be morally upbringing.
Exactly.
Because you see, like in Islam, you see the woman putting on veil from
Hijab.
hijab from head to toe, and still yet they are still commit adultery.
Of course.
That is why they put it in their law. They used to stone them to death, and this usually happen a lot in olden days. despite they are well dressed. And you see, when you look the outside world, the Western world, the way they are dressing, you always see them as if these people are bad people. The way they are dressing, and despite the fact they have a good career, more than we that in Africa that we are well dressing. So the what I can just say that is that let us train our child boy to be moral. When you have been moral, no matter how the girl dress, you not look at that, you just be going your own. Because look at the way we are doing in Africa, we have different culture in Africa. We have different way that we are
Dressing.
dressing. In some Africa, they are not wearing clothes. They just tie wrapper on their breast like this and have their wrapper and they are going. That is the way they are dressing, and you cannot force them to put on clothes. Can we say because they are just tied the wrapper on their breast, now I will be chasing them away? No, because what we can do is that we need to train our main child to be up moral, upbringing, to be
Responsible.
responsible.
Exactly.
Maybe it cannot be in one country. If you travel to another country, that the way they are dressing there is totally different. The way it is, we have a lot of the Arab that they used to come to Africa, they used to come to America, they used to go to Europe and see them wearing almost half naked.
Half naked.
How do you think they can cope with that if they are not upbringing, up moral upbringing? So what I can say there is that you have just said it. In Africa, you need to be well dressing is good, but the better side of it is that we need to be moral, train our child to be moral.
Exactly. Thank you very much. I agree with the both of you. Because there's a particular part in South Africa. They don't actually wear dress. They don't actually wear clothes at all. Like you will see them naked, and they'll be like, "That is how they dress." It was when a particular girl left that South Africa and went to America or US. I can't even remember a particular country that she went. That was when she was like, "Oh, you guys are putting on clothes. What's that?" That was when people were like, "Ah, won't you cover your body?" Like they were naked, like the body
That was
legs.
their culture.
That's their culture. So that kind of a girl now, if someone sees, if a guy that is not morally brought up, that doesn't have discipline, they'll be like, this is a girl now. She just open her body. Let me just let me rape her. Let me go. Let me do this. Let me do that. It is because the boy is not brought up very well, or the boy is moving. Some people they were brought up very well from a good home, but because of the friends,
That they
the
mingle
guy